Hi YouTube. So today I decided to film just a little like chit chat with coffee, and I'd like to do this regularly. I'm using my mug that I got in my Owl Crate box. Is it this month? Yeah, it was this month. This is who's the artist? I think her name's Kara Kozik, and I love this. She's going to be having more mugs in the Owl Crate boxes, one for each of the Harry Potter movies. This one is Prisoner of Azkaban, so you can see there's the Night Bus, and there's Hogwarts, the Whomping Willow, Dementors, Harry Potter, and then all four, oh my gosh, excuse my lip marks on there, that's yucky looking, and then all four Marauders. So anyway, oh, and I'm having Barrel Grounds Coffee Mon Cher, chocolate covered cherry flavor. So anyway, I decided to talk today about the movies and TV shows coming out this fall that I am excited about. The only movie that I'm excited about coming out soon is Crimes of Grindelwald, which is the sequel to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which is, of course, from the Harry Potter universe created by J.K. Rowling. And that's coming out in November, so in about 6 weeks. As soon as I knew that they were making this movie, I was very excited, but this week they released the first full trailer for the movie, and that just gave me a second wind. I just got so much more excited. The thing that I loved most about the trailer was the Nagini reveal. I had to watch the trailer about 3 times through because I kept getting caught up on the whole Nagini thing. I was just like, what? No way. And my mind was so like stuck on that I was like not paying attention to the rest of the trailer. So I went through a few times before I could like fully experience the trailer. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Nagini, who is in the Harry Potter books, which took place in the 90s, Nagini is Voldemort's snake and one of his Horcruxes. And we've always assumed that she was just a snake that he could speak to because he could speak parcel tongue. But it turns out that in this movie coming out, Crimes of Grindelwald, which I believe takes place in 1926, Nagini was actually a woman, an animagus, that can transform from a woman into a snake. And apparently, I was doing some reading online, apparently she has some sort of thing on her called a blood curse, and I don't know how she came about becoming cursed. I don't know the backstory of that. I'm assuming they're going to go into it in the movie, which I'm really excited for. But the curse makes it so that eventually she will not be able to be human in her human form again, that she will eventually be permanently stuck in her snake form. Also, Nagini is not evil. She is a good person. So, yeah, I really want to know, like, how did she end up with this blood curse, number one. Number two, how did she end up with Voldemort? What's going on there? Like, is she a willing participant? Is she a desperate? Does she do it out of desperation? Is she, you know, suffering from Stockholm syndrome? Or did something snap in her and she turned evil? I have no idea. Also, I think it's odd because Voldemort hates non-magic folk. And I was reading that she is not a witch. Like, she is not able to use a wand and learn magic. She is just an animagus, which I didn't know that you could be. So, that's another thing, is he hates, like, humanoid hybrids. Like, he hates werewolves and stuff like that. So, I'm wondering, does he know that she's an animagus, or did he just kind of stumble upon her when she was already stuck in her snake form? Anyway, I'm really excited. Like I said, there's so many more elements to this story, Crimes of Grindelwald, but I'm so caught up on the Nagini thing. And when I saw her transform, it was so beautiful and mesmerizing, and it really inspired the dancer in me. And so I plan on finding music from like the soundtrack. You know, if I can find it online and pay for it, I will do that. And I want to create a belly dance for Nagini. Like me being Nagini. So I'm very excited to do that, and I'm going to put it on my channel. And like I've told you in so many other videos, I've been a dancer my whole life. My favorite is belly dance, and that I'd like to put some dance videos on this channel, so I think that'll be my first one. So I'm very excited for that. But again, I need to find some music I'd like to find it from Crimes of Grindelwald. So anyway, Johnny Depp is playing Grindelwald. A lot of people are not sure how they feel about that. And Jude Law is playing Dumbledore, and man, I am so excited to see Dumbledore as a young man, and you know how big of a role he plays in this movie. And like I said, I'm really excited to see what goes on with Nagini, and also I'm really excited about the whole Nicholas Flamel thing. I've always been very intrigued by Nicholas Flamel. This sounds weak and probably weird, but I hate the idea of me dying. I wish that I was immortal. I wish that I could never die. I hate the idea of dying. Like when people talk casually like, oh yeah, you know, like I'm gonna be cremated when I die, I don't know, it just makes me sad. Like I don't want to stop existing. I mean, I kind of believe in an afterlife, but I'm not sure. I don't know for sure. Nobody knows for sure. So just the whole thing makes me uncomfortable. The idea of not existing really bothers me. And so even as a little kid, I was always very intrigued by the story of Nicholas Flamel and his achievement of immortality. So really excited to that he's in this movie and see what role he plays. Yeah, I'm just so excited for this movie. It checks all the boxes for me, you know. Fantasy, mystery, suspense, magic, of course. And I love also that it's set in the 1920s. I love the aesthetic of the 1920s. As a woman, I wouldn't want to live back then. Although, lately it's been seeming like we are living back then. We're about to go into the 2020s. I'm hoping things change in the next few years. So we can catch up with the other developed nations. That'd be awesome. So, but man, I just spilled coffee on myself. Ugh. But anyway, yes, that movie I can already tell is just 5 stars out of 5 for me. I'm so excited. I'm not gonna be able to see it in the movie theaters because I don't know anybody who can babysit my baby for me. He's 15 months old and he would ruin everything for everybody in the movie theater. So, gonna have to wait until it comes out, probably on Amazon or something like that. Okay, so that's the only movie that I'm looking forward to that's coming out soon. There's a couple of shows that I'm excited for. One is, okay, so first of all, I don't have cable. I feel like it's a waste of money. So I have Hulu, and then sometimes I have Netflix. Like sometimes I cancel Netflix for a few months to save some money. Like if we can't find anything on there that we like, and then sometimes I'll have it on for a few months. Anyway, right now we do have Netflix because we are watching American Horror Story Cult. Wasn't sure if I was going to watch it because it seemed to have a very political theme going on, and I was just so exhausted with everything going on in the world. You know, I'm American, so yeah, it was rough. At the time that it came out, especially like the timing for it, I was just like, oh, no. And you know, I really know my stuff when it comes to politics, and I enjoy politics, but it's just been, oh man, I'm getting beat up lately. Like just these past couple of years have been, yikes. So, it's just, there's just so much animosity in our country right now, and so much divisiveness that I was like, I don't want to watch Cult. But just now I've just been realizing, you know, like, you know what, I'm going to watch it, you know, like, I'll see how it goes. And I've been actually really enjoying it. Me and my husband, we're 3 episodes in. We watched it after the kids go to bed. It just showed up on Netflix. And we're really enjoying it. I think it's actually really good. And then on Hulu, pretty soon there's supposed to be the 9th season of Bob's Burgers, so I cannot wait to watch all of those. But Bob's Burgers is one of my guilty pleasures because I try to be sophisticated and, you know, intelligent and that sort of thing, and then it's like, Bob's Burgers. I love it. It is so funny. It makes me laugh so hard. It always puts me in such a good mood. If you haven't watched it, it's just like stupid humor, and it's so lighthearted. Like you could just put it on, you know, when you're especially if you're feeling down, you're feeling stressed, it really relaxes you, it makes you laugh, and it's hilarious. Like it's that show, like I highly recommend. It's very funny. And then the other show that I'm really excited for, coming out on Hulu pretty soon, is the Goldburgs, the new season of the Goldburgs, and I forget which season that is, but I've watched all the other seasons. I love that show. It takes place in the 80s. It's a Jewish family in the 80s named the Goldburgs, of course. It's based off of a real family. And oh my gosh, it is so funny. And if you're a millennial or a Gen Xer, you should watch it because you're gonna have so much just nostalgia from watching it. I was born at the end of the 80s, so I don't really remember the 80s very well. Well, I don't remember anything from the 80s themselves, but like the clothing, the music, the movies that they reference, the toys, the furniture, all that stuff like that. Well, that was still around whenever I was little, and I had developed long-term memory. So it does feel nostalgic for me. And my grandma, I swear she had like every one of Bev's sweaters. Every time Bev wears a sweater, I'm like, I swear to God, my grandma wore that sweater. like they didn't just create these sweaters to give them an 80s vibe. Like they dug those out of somebody's closet. Oh my gosh, that show kills me. It is so funny. So, like I said, anybody would enjoy it, but especially if you're a millennial or a Gen Xer, you should watch that show. It's hilarious. Okay. So yeah, I think that those are all of the movies and TV shows that, yeah, those are like the only ones that like I'm excited for coming out in the fall. Pretty soon I'm going to be doing a video talking about fall beauty releases and that sort of thing. I'm very excited. For that, I want to learn how to put pictures in my videos so that like I'm not just describing makeup, but that I can actually show the products. I don't know how to do that yet. I'm sorry. I'm learning. I'm learning very slowly but surely. So I want to learn how to do that before I do that. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Come hang out with me again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.